deep in the parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Through cursed tombs, undead crypts,
and towering pyramids,
our unlikely band of heroes must rise to the challenge
and find the secrets of
the Mummy's Mask.
Last time on the Mithril Tabletop.
This giant camel spider lunges for Khepri and rolls a 6 on the die for a 10 total. Okay, how does my spider die? The sand-looking monster emerges, its mouth unhinges and expands in an ungodly fashion, and it's going to lunge straight at Keryth. The thing explodes in a pile of sandy dust, and it falls all over Ramses. You come into what can only be described as an unfinished wing, and you can see a secret passage.
Hey everyone, my name is Anjela and I voiced Tanhi in the Mummy's Mask series by the Mithril Tabletop. If you're listening to me, that means you made it to episode 8, which at the beginning of this seemed like a small, yet large goal to achieve. We are by no means professional editors, but we are a group of friends that wanted to share our characters and stories with the world in a fun and creative way, and this is what we chose. Personally, I started my Pathfinder journey about 3 years ago at the height of the pandemic when my IRL best friend Katie, who is also on this podcast, convinced me to give it a try, and I haven't looked back. I couldn't have found a more loving and welcoming group of people that I call my best friends, and I found them when I really needed them. I hope that you get to hear that when you listen to us, and I hope you continue to listen as we take our characters through this journey together. Well, enough out of me. Don't forget to give us a follow on any of our socials by searching the Mithril Tabletop, and let's follow the Misfits into episode 8, Flash and Bang.
What questions? I haven't asked you guys a question in a while.
I like character questions.
Well, I want it to be a quick character question. So, how about this one? I've been editing episode 6, which in episode 6, it was Khepri fried chicken. And we had this encounter with these 2 giant camel spiders. And Khepri tried to negotiate with them, but Tanhi was not having anything of that. So I was curious, do any of your characters have any like particularly potent fears that I should be curious about? Not for any nefarious GM reasons.
I would say I feel like you're asking this for bad reasons.
I'm not asking for nefarious GM reasons, I promise.
Well, I mean, you already know Tanhi.
I don't trust that.
Is that the only one Tanhi has?
That's the only... Okay, so for Tanhi, it is the spiders. And it's mainly because whenever she would go into the attic of her home, of her family home, to like get something, she would always see these spiders and they would always jump at her.
Aww.
And so...
Ooh. So, wait, like, what kind of jumping spiders? Like, just normal spiders?
Yeah, just normal spiders.
No, she has giant-ass jumping spiders in her family cat.
Well, I don't know. There are lots of very large insects in the world of Galarian.
They're not insects, but have you also seen... I'm sorry,
Oh, whatever. Insects, arachnids, fucking biology nerds. This is why nobody likes you.
Excuse you.
Rude.
Physical science, greater than life science. I said it.
Wait, have you seen a hunter oh my gosh, a hunter spider?
They're horrifying.
Yeah. So they could be huge.
Or a wolf spider, or is that the same thing?
I think so.
no
Or at least
idea.
they're like in the same family if they're different.
Wolf
So-
spiders
I think
are
there's
huge.
There's a hunting spider, I think, in like Pathfinder, and I don't think they actually say it's like a giant hunting spider. I think it's just hunting spider. Like this is their normal size.
But yeah, no, Tanhi is scared of spiders. I don't know if she would be scared of anything else because she's
pretty brave and hardy.
Yeah, But it's like one of those things like where, the elephant is scared of mice kind of thing.
Aww.
So she's like scared of something that she should be able to just like stamp away and like step on and, crush them and it be fine. But no. It is just an irrational
scared
fear.
of dying.
Do what now?
What'd you say?
Habibi is scared of dying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I think that's fair. If you spend so much time healing people and watching people in their darkest moments, that you might be a little scared of it.
Well, and like
So how do you feel being in this tomb?
he's more of scared of dying, like without making his life mean anything.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I think did we talk about this before? I think we did talk about this
I
before.
understand that.
I'm curious about Keryth too, because Keryth lived for, how old is he now? Like 250 years old or something like that?
238.
238. The old man, he's been around.
He's not
What
that old.
what scares when you get that old though? Like what scares you at that point? Like are you also scared of dying? Because you're probably not, like, you're pushing close to like early middle age, like you're around the late 30s, early 40s for an elf.
Yeah. So,
Like, do you think about your own mortality? Like what's going on with Keryth? Katie, bring us into his mind.
oh God. I don't know if you want to be there.
Let's do a character examination real quick.
Oh God. So I was thinking about it because when you first asked the question, I was like, is he afraid of anything? Because I thought I kind of went the same way with my mindset, which was he's over 200 years old. He's seen so many things. Like, what would he be afraid of? And then Alyssa did hers about how Habibi is afraid of dying. And I was like, that's it. He's not afraid of dying because, he's over 230 years old. He's had probably multiple friends, family, stuff like that he watched grow old and die. So, like, he knows death is a part of life. So that he's not afraid of dying himself. I think what he instead is afraid of is getting so close to someone, whether it's a friend, a lover, whatever, and then having to watch that person die because he outlives them.
Yeah. I can answer, but it's going to be kind of dark.
Oh.
Okay.
Now I'm curious.
Okay, so with Tariq, with a little bit about his past, for anyone who didn't remember or doesn't know, that his parents actually were explorers too, and they ended up dying in a cave-in. And he was there when it happened, and it was a pretty brutal death. Like, he couldn't recognize, like, their bodies, and so he's kind of afraid that, in all these fights that he gets into, that it would change his look so much that his friends or family wouldn't even be able to recognize him.
Oh, is
How
that
old
why
was
he's
he?
so concerned with his appearance?
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
How old was he when this happened?
He was, I think, 9. No, he was younger. He was 8.
So still old enough that, like, it would have
Yeah.
definitely affected him
Oh, absolutely.
mentally.
Well, there are like studies that like babies as young as like 6 months
Mm-hmm.
can
be
remember.
traumatized. Yeah.
Mhm.
Can remember
So-
that stuff.
Like,
Yeah, depending on the trauma.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's
So-
why he's, like, he is very concerned about the way he looks, and that's kind of, like, anytime so that's why he might be very, like, prim and everything like that about his style and stuff like that. Like, his looks mean a lot to him. And sometimes a little too much, but
Just a
yeah,
smidgen.
so it stems from that.
What about his sister, Khepri? What is your character afraid of?
So Tariq's history might be dark, but Khepri is scared of the dark.
Just of the dark itself?
Yeah, she can't see. She's
Aw.
already short and close
Is-
to the ground.
Is she scared of the dark or of what's in the dark?
Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun. She is nervous because if she's in the dark, she's already pretty small and she could run into something pretty easily. So she doesn't have the best eyesight in the dark, which is why she's able to cast light. And she tends to give it to somebody taller than her. That way it lights up a little more area.
So now
But-
if Waba was an awful GM, he would give you all of the blinding spells to make you
I
not be able to
know.
see.
I know, it'd be
Oh, no,
really
I'm just-
bad.
I'm just over here taking notes of every single
Right?
person's character fears.
I know. But the other thing that Khepri is absolutely terrified of is losing like Tariq or Ramses or any of her close friends, because friends and family are very important to her, and she feels that it's her responsibility to take care of people.
And that just leaves Mkfor. Nick, what is Mkfor's biggest fear?
Mkfor's biggest fear is honestly running into something that like he doesn't understand. And so that's why he goes around and collects all these trinkets and has all this like information and background on religious artifacts and everything, because like he doesn't want to run into something and be like, oh, I don't know what tool I can use here. Help. He doesn't like asking for help. So he always likes to be able to use what he has to help himself.
He's a very lone wolf kind of character.
Yes. Which is, why he was so hesitant about joining this group when it first started.
Well, he's part of the group now, and you find yourself and your group in this tomb dedicated to Ahkentepi. And before we jump right in, let's do MVP real quick, because this week's MVP goes to Alyssa.
Yay!
MVP to Habibi for the superior healing and making sure the team is taken care of. Thumbs up. MVP to Habibi again for being the bestest cleric there is and keeping us alive when the GM tried to murder me. Again. Well, don't worry. I won't try next time. MVP to Habibi
It doesn't mean
for
you
all
can
that
succeed.
healing. Honorable mention to Ashley, twice actually, for great use of Ramses, particularly when he bites the dust. That was very enjoyable. And then very dog-like too. Another honorable mention to Khepri for amazing roleplay of her attacks, and for the flavor text, that was amazing this week. Keep it up.
Aw, thanks.
And then finally, an honorable mention to Anjela. I vote for Tanhi. Way to take a crit like a pro and stay standing afterwards. What a beast.
Yes.
Sophia's.
That was pretty brutal. If you weren't for that barbarian temporary hit points from the rage, you would have definitely gone down.
Yes.
All right.
Not for long.
Now we can finally jump in, right? So you guys find yourselves in this tunnel. And you open the door from the previous chamber, the Hall of Souls Crossing, where you enter the tomb proper. This is where, beyond these doors, the dead would lay. There's a door. There were locked doors to the north and to the west, and you guys decided to go to the west first, where Mkfor's lantern revealed the outline of a secret passage to the north here. To the west further, you see unfinished hallway, unfinished staircases. You can see sketchings of hieroglyphs that would later be carved and painted properly. You can identify the writing on the wall if you would like, or you could try to open the secret passageway revealed to the north and advance that way. Either way, I will also address this. You see these little tunnels down south, to the doors. Not south. I don't know which way my directions are. You see these little tunnels out to the west, down the stairs, and you can see them kind of like digging up and down and left and right and every which way, and you can kind of see like pulsing glowing light coming from beyond through the tunnels.
I feel like the first thing we should do is read the wall, because maybe it has instructions or a warning or something we might need.
To solve this dungeon, do this.
As a map.
Hey,
I
if it
mean,
works.
Most games are
Hey,
like
they
that,
have
so
they have stuff like mark out with some secret code which tiles to not step on to not get dart shot at your chest.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I guess maybe.
That's a good idea,
Well-
Khepri. Let's check around this room for some instructions. Anyone
Thanks,
see an instruction
Tariq.
manual?
Ancient Osirians knew about escape rooms, right? Like, they would totally be building it like that.
yeah.
Well, why don't you roll me a society check, or if you have it, ancient Osiriani lore, any appropriate check to try and read ancient hieroglyphics.
I do have a question while everyone's running a check. So, a few weeks ago, Tariq picked up, a few weeks in our timeline, it was like 20 minutes ago in Tariq's timeline. I don't know how long time has passed, or how much time has passed. But he picked up those golden books. Would that allow him to get any kind of lore from that? If he spent the time to study them like each day, is like.
So you guys did remember reading them. They were books talking about the life and military success of Ahkentepi.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you try cross-referencing those books, I'll give you a +1 to the society check.
Oh, that's nice.
Does it need to specifically be ancient Osiriani lore, or is Osiriani lore okay?
If you have Osiriani lore, that works fine.
What
too.
about Wati lore?
I don't think that's. For that one, I'll say no, because Wati is specific to the location, the city, as opposed to the hieroglyphics, the language.
Oh, okay.
You said you were expert at society at one point, right? Like.
Oh yeah, I have an
You're
expert.
You're fine. I don't want to hear about it. All right, so taking a look at this, Mkfor, Tariq, and Habibi, you guys all managed to read the writing on the wall, and it seems to be describing Ahkentepi's mistress. Turns out they weren't married after all. This seems to have been her wing. However, he died before he could set aside the money needed to dig out this tomb. And so she must have been buried somewhere else, not treated as part of his immediate family, not treated as his wife. So she wasn't buried with him. She was buried somewhere else, who knows where. But this is where she would have been buried. And now, carrying over that society check that Mkfor rolled, you would confirm that yes, the ancient builders of these tombs in ancient Osirian would have built escape passages just in case of cave-ins. But don't say that out loud, because I know Tariq's scared of those.
Hey, so there's definitely lots of extra passages here for things that just in case.
All right, so we need to decide if we're going to go north or west now.
Well, do we want to do the secret passage, or at least take a look at it?
Yeah.
I feel like if it's secret, it's probably got like inventory in there, like.
Not necessarily.
Treasure. Well, no, but
because sometimes, especially being a tomb, it could just be a separate passage, like for the builders and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Especially because they needed quicker and safer access to the tomb.
Yeah, but if they needed quick and safe, they wouldn't have made it secret.
Well, quick and safe for the people building it.
Yeah, it's secret so that people who are intruders who come in, they will be confused.
They won't find alternative ways in.
Yep. So this door was, upon closer inspection, it is designed to be seamless with the rest of the wall. Mm-hmm. If you push on it hard enough, the plaster seems to crumble beneath, and you can see what's beyond it. All right. So let me describe what's going on here as you guys try to make your way into this tunnel.
Oh, crap.
Now that Khepri's catching up.
Tariq's feeling claustrophobic, by the way.
You walk through this narrow, choked tunnel. In contrast to the rest of the tomb, this earthen passage is not lined with any masonry. It seems to just be rough, dug out earth. You can look to either side. You can see where the shovels and the picks were used. At various points along the tunnel, sections of the wall have crumbled, and it seems as if things have been digging small tunnels throughout these walls, and subsequently parts of these walls of these areas have collapsed. But immediately, right in front of Habibi, you probably suspect what might have been something that dug some of these tunnels. You see a beetle, and it is glowing these bright. It's glowing kind of like a what were they called? Fireflies.
A firefly.
You guys call the fireflies
biofluorescent?
Lightning bolt.
Fluorescent.
Yeah, it's bioluminescent, and it's just glowing, and it just keeps fluttering there. And upon seeing Habibi, the presence of other life seems to disturb it, and it lunges to attack. Let's roll for initiative.
Ah, nuts.
Murder dice!
Are we on top of each other?
I don't think anyone's on top of
Okay,
anyone.
nope, yep, I'm in the front, of course.
No, Mkfor's on top of Tanhi.
We're not on top of each other, but we're we're definitely in tight quarters here.
Oh yeah, this is a long, 5 foot wide tunnel. There is nothing, no way you can get around this. So this is gonna be fun for you guys.
Tariq's
off
like,
to a good start.
what is that glowing thing, guys? You see anything yet? As he's like behind Tanhi, like trying to look across the corner, or not across the corner, around the corner.
Is there a spot right here that someone is able to stand, like once we start moving?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
North of the beetle, where the beetle is at the corner of this intersection, you can see there is a place you can tumble through.
Habibi in this situation, he was kind of, impressed by the glowing, and then it turned into like the chickens where they're attacking him now. And totally uncalled for, guys. I just appreciate nature.
Honestly,
You just
fair.
you like
Honestly
admiring
fair.
things, and then they attack you for it.
You like looking at pretty things.
Wow, I
because
rolled
he's pretty.
terribly.
Yeah, it's not
You
great.
rolled even worse than me.
To be fair, I mean it makes sense though, because I'm like stuck in this tunnel. So
Yeah.
We're going to start at the top of the initiative with this little flash beetle here in the tunnel.
Is he
It is
flashing
going to
us?
crawl through this tight corridor and reach out towards Habibi here through the wall. You guys can also strike at it, but it will have cover as you guys have cover from it. So Habibi, you're going to be attacked by this thing, and it's going to try and attack you with basically a -2 to its attack as you have a +2 your AC. And it's going to try and bite you with its mandibles. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, it's going to dig in deep with its flesh, and it's going to deal 4 piercing damage. And then, with its final action, it is going to flash a brilliant burst of light as it expends every last bit of its bioluminescence. You see its butt just kind of and it flashes. I need Habibi and Keryth to both roll me a fortitude save.
I don't want to. But I
You get
will.
a +2 to this.
Oh no!
It did 4 piercing damage. Now, Keryth, because you're behind the corner, you can get a bonus to this fortitude save. However, Habibi, you're right in front of it, so you will take the full blast of the bioluminescence. It is
how
called
much,
Light Flash.
How much of a bonus is it?
+2.
So that will make my total a 16.
16 is still a failure.
Damn it!
Ooh.
What about you, Habibi? What'd you
It
get?
said I rolled a total of 22.
A 22 is going to succeed.
Yay.
You are fine. However, Keryth, on the other hand, you are dazzled. For those listening in, dazzled in Pathfinder 2nd Edition means you take a DC 5 flat check to target any creatures. That's basically a 20% mischance. But you'll be fine. Another flash beetle is going to go, but this one, you guys up here in the front, so Habibi, Keryth, Mkfor, you guys don't hear this coming out, but Khepri in the back, you see Ramses' ears twitch, and from behind him, you see this flash beetle kind of crawling out, and it starts swarming up towards Ramses. It spends 2 actions to come up from behind him, and its final action, it's going to try and bite down at Ramses. And this bug is gigantic. It's the size of Ramses.
What a bitch!
But I rolled a 14 total.
Yeah, no, can't hit. Sorry, Ramses is too tough for that.
Well, Khepri, it is your turn. What do you got for me?
Kepri's gonna look at this fucking beetle, that just tried to bite her dog, and she's like, damn, I'm gonna try to zap it.
Zippity zap.
All right.
Zippity
Zippity
zap,
zap.
won't look back.
That's a great line. I'm gonna use that.
Zippity zap won't look back.
Oh, God. I rolled the same thing I did last time. I rolled a 14 as well.
Well, here's your damage. 5.
5 points at minimum damage.
Yep,
That's
minimum
rough, buddy.
damage, but I still have another action, and now Ramses, having been almost bitten by this thing, is just gonna try to bite it back, because that's it. Why would it come and bite him? He didn't do anything
Say the words.
wrong.
Say the words, Khepri.
Say the words.
Activate Ramses!
Yes.
And we rolled a 7 on the die for a 14.
Well, 14's not great. Would you like to hero point that, or are you going to go with your second attack?
No, I'm going to go second attack. So he missed because he was so taken aback, and now Ramses is going to try
It surprised
again.
him.
This poor
just-
puppy.
I know. Who
Surprise
hates
dog noises.
Ramses? Oh,
Oh, it has like the poor yip in the...
how about a nat 20 on the die for a 22?
Oh, fuck off.
yeah,
Oh,
take it.
come on.
Get 'em.
Oh my
Alright, nat
gosh.
20s.
I rolled a 3 on the die for a 5 damage.
Yeah, but doubling that, 10 points of damage nearly kills this beetle.
Look at all that
see
blood.
Ramses kind of like chomp down, and you can just hear his teeth just dig into the carapace of this flash beetle. You see some like guts fly out, and they kind of like splatter the wall, and they're glowing in the dark for a little bit before they quickly dim down, not being connected to the beetle anymore. That is brutal. But Habibi,
Here's the thing. Khepri might be a druid, but if you attack her dog, you're gonna get attacked. That's just how it is. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're good. Habibi, it is your turn.
All right. Habibi is kind of like, how in the world? It's too. We're getting smushed in here. Can I push one of these beetles? Probably this one that's to the south. Can I push it further away?
You can try pushing it deeper into the tunnel, but it will be a harder DC.
What about the one that's right here? Can I push it the other way?
It seems to be in a secured position around the corner. It doesn't seem like it will be. It seems it will be just as difficult to try and shove it into the tunnel. You can try to bounce around it and like get past it. If you roll me an acrobatics check, you can try to tumble through and end up on the other side.
Okay. My acrobatics isn't great, but I'll try. Give it a shot. Tanhi,
All right.
I'm doing this for you.
You got this, Habibi.
All right.
Got this.
I rolled a 13 with a +2, so it'll be 15.
A 15 total. You try to get around. You're hyping yourself. You're like, okay, I can do this. And like you try to go, and the beetle just like flutters its wings, like, and you're like, oh no, it's fine. I'm not doing that.
Dang it.
First action.
All right. That's it. I'm going to take a note from Khepri, and I'm going to zippity zap, don't look back.
Yes!
Oh god, the Electric Art Club is evolving.
I'll say that's going to be their new slogan. We're going to hear that so much.
I want a t-shirt
Zippity
that
zap,
says...
don't look back.
I want a t-shirt that says Electric Art Club, and on the back it says Zippity Zap, don't look back.
Oh my gosh, that sounds awesome.
Lightning bolts on the sleeves.
We're gonna
so
commission
one on
you,
each
Erin.
arm for each attack.
Yes! I love it!
Yeah, it can't be on your back. You're not looking back. It's got to be on the arms. All right, top one over here. This one is going to fail with a 12 total, but this one over here succeeds nearly critically with 27 total.
All right, so I rolled 8 damage there.
8 damage. All right, so the one to the west is going to take the full damage, but the one to the south takes only 4. All right, that was a very good electric arc, but I do believe it is now Tanhi's turn, and you are in an interesting position.
Yeah, especially with me needing to rage as well.
Oh boy.
She said the thing.
I'm not gonna. I don't know. Hold on. So I'm looking at my bashing
Get there.
bashing charge.
Okay.
But it's mainly for like, is this beetle considered an obstacle?
So this is more for like walls, doors, things in the way. Like if you are somehow like in a hallway next to where some of your teammates are and the fight breaks out there, like I'm going to bash through this bookshelf, you would bash through the, you'd use bashing charge then. But in this case, no, this beetle is a creature. So you could try to, I mean, tumbling through doesn't make it difficult terrain for the entire movement, just the monster's square. So you just reduce your movement by 5 feet. If you can get around the corner to just around Habibi, you can still make it next to it with your one action. How acrobatic is this cat?
I'm a 0.
You're
You're
You
zero.
a
How do you have
0?
0 in acrobatics?
I am untrained.
But you're a cat!
Oh no.
She's a very
She's not
angry
that kind of
cat.
cat.
She's not an agile cat.
No, I'm not.
She's an angry cat, okay?
Okay, but yeah, she is gonna rage though.
All right. Step 1, rage.
Step 1, rage.
She
Step
did the
2,
thing!
Step 2, she's going to run and try to tumble through and get over there.
All right. Roll me that acrobatics. Roll really high.
Oh my god. 8? I got an 18?
An 18 is really, really, really high. You feel like if you had any bonuses to your acrobatics, you would have made it.
Aww! So what happens? Do I I'm all the way back there? But I've already...
Yeah, so unfortunately, mechanically, you cannot end your square in a friendly square. And between you and the Flash Beetle, there is nothing but friendly squares. So you try to tumble through, and mechanically you can't finish the tumble through. So think of it as like you're like trying to get through, but like there's just too many people in the way, so you can't spend that motion. That action is unfortunately wasted. You have 2 actions or 1 action remaining, I guess.
I guess she's gonna have to try again. I mean, at this point, the only way she's gonna get it is with the natural 20. I got a 19 on the die.
A 19 total is exactly what you need.
Oh my god! I just needed a +1. What? This is some bullshit.
I said any bonus to your acrobatics would have done it.
That's some bullshit.
It's not my fault you rolled the 18 instead of a 19.
You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, you are now adjacent to the flash beetle, but oh look, it is now Mkfor's turn.
Oh boy.
All right, so through Keryth and Habibi's legs, I'm, kind of analyzing this beetle and using the exploit vulnerability action. So there is my esoteric roll for ya.
Yeah, so most beetles, you understand, are just regular animals, and like all animals, they don't have any specific weaknesses. They just squish you. You go and squish them real hard. You don't gain any personal antithesis, or you don't get any like personal weaknesses, mortal weaknesses, but you can still target their personal antithesis. You only failed, not a critical failure.
Cool. So then for my second action, there's nowhere for me to go where I can attack them.
You're a thaumaturge. Thaumaturges are the kings of recall knowledge.
I mean, isn't that what I just did with the exploiting vulnerability?
Exploit vulnerability is specifically only weaknesses. If you want to recall knowledge, that is a whole separate action.
Okay, but I can use my esoteric lore for that recalling knowledge, right? Because it is a
Yes,
creature.
you can.
Okay. So then I will go ahead and do that.
All right, flash beetles are basically, they're 3-foot-long insects, and they boast a pair of glowing organs on the back of their abdomen that give off a bright light that continues to glow for days. But in the meantime, these flash beetles, they have 2 passive abilities. They have a special action, and I can tell you what their highest or lowest save is. What would you like to know? Actually, you get to know 2 things.
Ooh. I would like to know their special action.
All right, they have this ability called Light Flash that you have seen already. They have an aura of bioluminescence, and as long as you're in that aura, it seems to be about 5-10-ish feet based on the reaction between Habibi and Keryth. They basically blow up in a brilliant flash of light that expends all of their basically current bioluminescence in their body. They'll spend the next day recharging that. But when they do so, you have to roll a fortitude save or be dazzled for a minute.
Okay, and their highest save.
Their highest save is, and this is going to really annoy you, Anjela, reflex. Which is why the tumble through was so hard. They have a +9, as you figured out. They have a 19 to their reflex save.
Damn.
Gosh.
Fuck those bugs. Fuck them.
They're very
better
very hard.
than
They're all
mine.
about the speed.
Fuck them
They're all
bugs.
they're all about the nimbleness. Now, you could probably also assume what their lowest save is, but that is beyond the scope of that. You have 1 action remaining.
I mean, they're bugs. It's probably will.
Shh, spoilers.
There's not really anything that I can do.
Sometimes you can't.
What?
Sometimes you can't take 3 actions, and that's okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to use Divine Disharmony on the one in front of Habibi. The only way it'll do anything for me is if I critically succeed, but if I do, then it will be automatically flat-footed to me.
Well, which one are you rolling? Are you rolling Deception or
it's
Intimidation?
Deception, yeah. It is a 17 on the die for 25 total.
All right, a 17 total is going
No,
to
25
succeed.
total.
You said 25?
25 total.
25 is going to still only just succeed at the check. This creature is flat-footed until the end of your current turn, which is right now. It is now another Flash Beetle's turn. So you guys are all looking at these 3 down here, and a 4th one begins to move.
No.
And it sneaks up
No.
over here behind Ramses.
There's another one! Tariq shouts as he sees it move.
Seriously? It's too late now.
It just showed up!
All right. So this one over here is going to try and bite on Ramses. This one is going to treat Ramses as having an AC of 2 higher because he is behind a corner of the wall. But I rolled a 22.
I don't want to talk to you.
You're going to take 5 piercing damage as this flash beetle comes in and bites Ramses.
Damn it. Yeah, it's not a crit, but it is a success.
You're gonna be fine. All right, this flash beetle is gonna go over here. It is going to spend an action to flash its bioluminescent aura. It's going to burst its light, and I'm gonna need both Tanhi and Habibi. Keryth, you're already dazzled, so don't worry about it. But I need Habibi and Tanhi to both roll me a fortitude save.
Fine.
How much was my damage?
You took 5 damage, Khepri.
You mean Ramses?
Ramses took 5 damage.
I'm going to re-roll mine.
Oh, early hero point.
I mean, I have an extra.
You got MVP. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
All right. I rolled a total of 19.
A 19, you're fine. Once again, you're fine.
I rolled a total of 17.
17 is going to make you dazzled.
Yay.
Habibi is so dazzling, that he can't be dazzled.
All right. This flash beetle over here is going to recognize Tanhi as being dazzled, and it's going to try and target her. Lucky for you, dazzle doesn't impose any any like hindrance or penalty on your AC. We're going to try and attack you anyways. How's a 24 grab you?
It's a hit.
All right, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage. And then it's going to round on Habibi, and it's going to try bite Habibi for attack number 2 for its third and final action. Habibi, you got a 21 to get hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Fantastic. Cool. I'm having fun today, guys. I don't know about you, but this week's good for me. I got a 6 total for that damage. How you looking, Habibi? Are you looking healthy? Looking fine?
I mean, I'm okay. I'm not dying.
Just walk it off. Walk it off. You'll be fine.
Can't walk it off. They're blocking the way.
All right, Keryth, it is your turn. Hey, Keryth, you have the advantage of having a reach weapon, so you can actually poke the beetle on the other side. And you can totally see perfectly fine, right? Like you're not bothered by anything.
Huh? I wonder. Would I be able to also hit this one here?
Yes,
the corner?
but like before, it is gonna be behind some cover.
All right. Well, I'm gonna target the one over here by Habibi.
All right.
And they don't seem too tough, so I'm not gonna try overdrive right now, but let me do my flat check, and I failed.
Oh no.
I got a 4.
Wait, you tried to overdrive it? You just said you didn't want to overdrive it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to overdrive. What
are you doing?
This is the flat check
Oh,
for the dazzled.
Oh. Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Obviously. How dare
Come
you.
on, GM, you need to pay
All
attention.
right, so that was...
I have 7 players, 4 monsters, 3 book notes I have to take care of. Forgive me.
All right, so that was the first action. Let me try action number 2, which again is going to be an attack. Let me do my flat check. I got a 9 this time.
Okay, 9 hits. Well, maybe. A 9 passes.
Yeah. Would this be, since I haven't actually hit it, would this still be attack number 1?
You know what? I'm feeling in a giving mood. Let's say yes.
Fantastic. I'm going to hero point that.
Oh, now you hero point it.
Well, it was a natural 1, so yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's better. That is going to be a 18 total.
An 18 hits exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah, boy!
That is
Yay.
spectacular. All right, how much damage is this beetle taking?
That is going to be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage leaves it bloodied and near death. You have 1 final action remaining, I believe.
All right, so I'm going to try to hit it again. Let me do my flat check. I got a 9 again.
Good.
So this is now going to be attack number 2.
Yeah, this one's attack number 2.
Yeah, that's a 5 on the die with a +2 for a 7.
And you were worried I jinxed you earlier.
You did!
All right, Tariq. Nah, you're fine.
Those 3 actions and I hit it once.
Hey, once is better than nunts.
At least I'm not dazzled
What?
anymore.
Nunts.
No, you're dazzled for a minute.
A minute?
What
What the fuck is this?
It's a flash beetle. That's their whole thing. They flashbang you.
Ugh. Fine, I put it back on.
There you go. I appreciate that. All right, Tariq.
Take
now
it
it's
off.
your turn.
Take it off.
Go Tariq!
All right, so Tariq is going to be like turned around at this point because Mkfor asked him to like check out what's going on because he was trying to see around the corner where everybody else is, but then here's this whole stuff with Khepri and he's concerned. So he's turned around and he sees the beetle that's like right in front of Ramses right now, and he says, "Hey, get away from the dog!" And he's going to reach out with his staff, and as he's like kind of almost like jabbing it because he doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with his weapon, you kind of see like this claw coming out of the top of the staff as it's going to try and strike him with a claw strike via staff and spell strike, whatnot. So he's going to roll his attack. No?
Hold on, I'm confused. You're 15 feet away.
Yeah, you
Is it
can't
15?
do
I thought it was
spell
10.
strike.
What? What are you talking about? What? Hold on. So your staff has reach when you hold it in two hands. Reach gives you 5 foot extra, so you can hit where Ramses is, but that's not all the way down there.
Don't hit
Okay.
Ramses!
No, you're fine. You
Okay.
can tumble
I
through.
thought it was like I measured from like the square in front of me.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
So yeah,
well-
reach just extends your effective range by 5 feet. You can try to tumble through and then try to like attack both beetles on the other side. I'm sure you'll be fine. You're very acrobatic, right?
Yeah. Not like.
Oh, you are?
Not like Tanhi.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to try, and I see that there's maybe enough room because it is just a halfling and a dog that I might be able to get through this little tiny tunnel, but it's going to be kind of tricky. So.
Oh my gosh, 20 just wrote, "Watch your back, pretty boy," in the chat.
All right, so, and he was terrible with the 3 on the die. He got 9 total. I'm just going to go ahead and hero point that.
What is wrong with our rolls
Get 'em out.
today?
Oh my gosh.
Guys.
Guys, I need you to roll in the double digits at least if you want any
Okay.
chance of success.
Oh my gosh. Hero point, and it was still a 6 on the die.
Oh
So Tariq's not
So
going
you got 12?
anywhere.
Oh jeez.
That's usually what happens
What?
to
So-
me.
What was that, Tariq? What was that? What was that?
Tanhi's
Tanhi,
like out
go
for
away,
blood
go away.
now.
All right, so then Tariq is going to so that was just one action, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
you were trying to get through, and like, I can see like Khepri
Yeah.
like trying to get out of here. Like, "Oh, I'm sorry. No, not this way. I'm sorry. Oh, you're going this way. I'm sorry."
Tariq's like, screw this. I'm going to do acid splash, and he's going to try and
Oh.
do a spell attack, just a regular spell attack on the beetle
Okay.
that's in front of Ramses.
Get him.
Okay.
Are you freaking kidding me?
If it's a 6, I'm gonna cry.
No, it was a 5. No, that's my bonus. It was a 16 total, but it was 11
Oh.
on the die. That's not going to
Okay,
hit.
well, no, it's not. However, look at Acid Splash more closely. It's a splash attack. Even if you miss, you can still deal the splash damage.
Which means
Ooh, okay.
poor Ramses is gonna get hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramses is unfortunately going to take 1 point of splash damage. But hey, guess what? This flash beetle down here had 1 hit point left.
Yeah,
Yay.
boys.
Sorry,
So
Ramses.
it's going to take that damage.
It's okay. Oh wait. Art.
Ramses takes the 1 point of damage, but hey, so does the flash beetle next to Ramses as well. So that's 1 down, 3 to go. Top of the initiative, round 2.
You sure it's only
Oh,
3 to
boy.
go? You're not gonna just add one in there to...
Oh, you want me to add one? Yeah, sure, I can add one.
No,
let me see.
nope. I did not
you
say
know
that.
what?
Katie, you need to shut your mouth.
I don't know.
Your mouth! Tariq's over here at full health. Bring it on.
All right.
Tariq, shut your mouth.
Tariq, they have to get
It's
through
okay.
us to
I
get
can
to
take it.
you.
I can take
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right.
All right. So this
I
corner
can take
up
it
here in
because
the
Khepri
top,
takes it for me.
it's looking a little bit darker. These 2 flash beetles have expended their flash. Tanhi still has light on her staff, and Mkfor has light on his lantern. So it's still, you know what? You guys are going to be fine.
Johnny has an axe, not a staff.
I do have a question. This
Sorry,
is
you're right.
mechanical. Can one dip a like tool or stick or whatever into their guts and now have a light?
Into these flash beetles' guts?
Yeah, didn't you say like they remain
Yeah.
lit after dying?
Tell you what, if you can roll me, we'll deal with that when this combat is over.
Okay, all
But
right.
Assuming
Yeah,
we
I like that. You know what?
survive.
this flash beetle, is going to target you, Keryth, and it's going to try and nibble at you with its mandibles. It would like to flashbang, but it already did. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What?
God, I have all the luck today. 29 total, 19 on the die. Get out of here.
That is exactly a crit.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I have an AC of 19.
That's the second crit on Keryth 2 weeks in a row here.
No, you're fine. You're fine. 10 points of piercing damage. It just nibbles down and like pierces through your skin, your leather boots and stuff.
Ow.
It's going to round on Habibi, and it's going to try and bite down on you. Attack number 2. Hey, this one was meant for you, Keryth. I got an 8 total.
Oh, thank goodness that doesn't hit. That actually doesn't hit me.
Yeah, I know. An 8 would be obscene if it actually did hit you. That is ridiculous. It's then going to turn on Keryth and watch me roll the natural 20. Here we go. I have a +2 to this attack. I rolled a 7.
Good.
You hit yourself and permanently die.
I don't think that's how that works.
Damn. It should be.
We'll jump over to the other hallway. Khepri, it is your turn.
And Khepri is just like, what the heck is going on here? Why are these beetles just attacking us? So she's going to try and fry the one around the wall. I know he has a little bit of cover, but we should still be able to get him.
Well, this one is dead out of the way, so if you want, you can move into the room itself and, like, free open that passage.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to go around Ramses. So I'm going to go... Khepri's going to move down just a little bit. Right next to this little jerk. And...
That's always smart. Getting right in the face of the monsters.
Well, I'm going to electric arc.
Okay. Let's roll that reflex. Come on. These guys have amazing reflexes. I should... Yep, that's what I was expecting. 29 total.
Oh.
For a critical success.
You can take 3 damage then.
I said a critical success,
oh my
girl.
gosh,
That
you're
is
right.
0
What am I
points of damage.
doing? Okay, well,
Oh, no,
I
what
will
are you doing?
activate Ramses instead now, and Ramses is going to for his...
How? You moved.
Oh gosh, I did.
She's so sad.
Never mind.
Hey.
I'm done. I just want everyone to know that this entire time, Khepri just started to like fumble and stuff, missed this beetle completely, and then was trying to call Ramses, and then realized that there's just no way. She's completely confused.
Well, I mean, you guys have been like exploring a really dark tunnel, and these things are very, very bright. It's probably like dazzling you and like disorienting. You're like, oh, I can't see. Oh, my eyes. I don't know how Habibi hasn't been flashed yet. He's been flashed twice and he's fine. He's like,
I already
hey,
told
whatever.
you
I look
why.
at the sun all the time.
He's too dazzling to be dazzled.
There you go. He's very.
It's canon now.
You look over and Habibi, he's just like, he has like the handsome Squidward face and just sparkles everywhere.
That's exactly it.
All right, take your turn. God damn it.
All right. Since Electric Arc worked all right the first time around, I am going to do it again at both these buggers. Cast Electric Arc.
We'll see. All right. Oh my god, what the fuck? All right. I rolled a 14 total as well as a 27 to just barely, almost critically succeed, but not quite.
Ha.
So a failure and a success,
Ha.
according to
All right.
Foundry.
I rolled 5 damage.
5 damage. All right. The beetle to the west is dead.
Yes,
the
I
beetle to
killed
the south
something.
is fine.
Look, Tanhi, I killed something.
You killed something.
Good job, Habibi.
Congratulations.
There's a first for everyone, okay?
And you have 1 action remaining. What would you like to do?
I'd like to high five Tanhi.
I like it.
High five.
So you spend your final action high-fiving Tanhi
Actually,
as...
no.
Oh.
I will do 1 step over to high five her.
Gotcha. All right. So you step over, approaching her, and then you high-five Tanhi. Tanhi, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I knew what Habibi was putting down, so Tanhi switches places and gets in front of this beetle. And then Tanhi is going to try to use her goddamn big axe to get this beetle that is in a wall.
Okay. Roll your strike.
Tanhi.
Oh, no. Dazzled first. Roll your dazzling first.
Yes. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck off.
And then...
Guys, we've burned her natural 20. She's going to roll badly this time.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's totally how probability works, right?
A 12 on the die for a 20 total.
20 is going to hit. Roll that damage.
Get up!
14 points of damage.
Oh my god. All right, so how I imagine this going is Tanhi just like comes in, she's like, ah! She smashes in her axe. It cuts through the stone as it comes down, slicing this beetle in half as this thing goes from basically half health to dead easily. And that is one more flash beetle dead. There's one remaining, and you have an action remaining. What would you like to do?
Tanhi's gonna spend her action giving Habibi a high five. I can't get around. I can't get around. Like, by the time I get around, the other beetle's gonna be dead. So.
You never know. You never know. All right, Mkfor, the hallways have cleared up just a little bit more. It is now your turn, and you can see the light flashing around the corner to the south. You can see the other beetle down there somewhere. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to need to move. Yep, 25 right there. Okay, so that's first action. Second action, I'm going to go ahead and use Divine Disharmony on this beetle.
All right.
And
which one are you going to roll? Intimidation or deception for this one?
Deception. And what I'm going to say to it is, hey, I talked to your god. He says you suck. And I rolled a nat 20 on that, so...
The god of insects. All right, so this thing is flat-footed until the end of your next turn. I don't think it will get that far, but
no,
go for it.
I doubt it. And so I am going to then use my Lantern Strike and... yeah, self-roll, there we go. How does a 16 hit ya?
A 16, because it is flat-footed, is gonna be exactly a hit, but only because it is flat-footed.
Nice.
Flat-footed.
Nice.
Modifiers matter, folks. Modifiers matter.
Flat-footed's all I want, baby. All right, and 8 damage.
8 damage total. This thing is bloodied, but it is not quite yet dead. It is the flat-footed Flash Beetle's turn, and it is going to spend an action lighting up its thing. It's just gonna burst out a dazzling aura. I need Khepri, Mkfor, and Ramses to all roll me a fortitude save.
That's rude.
Would Ramses get cover bonus?
Yes, Ramses does get cover bonus, so he does get the +2.
Khepri rolled a 9.
That's not great.
She's blind.
Your bonus.
I'm rolling. What am I rolling again? Do I have to roll again? All right.
That's up to you.
Ramses rolled a 14.
Okay,
even with his cover bonus, that's still going to be a failure. What about you, Nick?
18. I rolled an 8.
18 total?
I rolled an 8, but then I re-rolled it with a hero point and got an 18.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 18 total, though, right?
Yes.
Gotcha. Before I reveal this, you already spent a hero point. Khepri, are you using a hero point?
Yeah, I am. For Khepri. Here's the thing. Khepri needs to be able to lead Ramses, okay?
That's fair enough.
Let's try it again.
Right,
I'm going to roll in
your
public
thing.
for everybody. Oh my gosh!
Oh no.
I rolled a 6!
That is not good.
These
I didn't
dice
roll
rolls
Plano.
are
I'm
terrible
sorry.
today.
I didn't roll a 6. I rolled a 2. I got a 6.
Oh my god.
And I used my hero point.
All 3 of you failed.
Dang
And
it.
all 3 of you are dazzled as this beetle just bursts out in the glowing flash of light. It is then going to spend its next 2 actions getting the fuck out of there.
You little coward!
It's a beetle.
What would you do?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not a beetle.
All right. With that, we can say the encounter is over.
I don't know. I could reach it in 3 actions.
So how long does the dazzle last? The flashing.
It lasts for about a minute. So, like, as you guys are standing here, like, and you're blinking away, rubbing your eyes, eventually it will go away. I just want to see if I can get all 3 of you.
Tariq wants to examine the body left, like, where Mkfor currently is standing, and, like, kind of sees, like, Mkfor is kind of tracking, like, this green luminescence around and goes, huh, that's interesting. And
Why are my feet glowing?
he's gonna dip his dagger into it just to see if it still glows and like just kind of he's curious about it. Like he's just inspecting things.
Right. So here's what I'm going to do as like a house rule for this. I think this is a great idea. So all the flash beetles, of the 4 that attacked you, 3 of them expended up all of their bioluminescence. However, one of them, beneath Mkfor's feet, died before it could do that. If you can roll me a successful nature check, I will allow you to harvest this onto your sword.
Khepri.
Yeah.
Or staff, I guess you use a staff.
He's going to turn to Khepri, who's right beside of him. It's like, take a look at this. Do you think maybe we could, I don't know, do something to where I could keep a light on my staff and you won't have to use a cantrip? Do you think maybe we can craft something together and try that out?
Yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can maybe dig into him a little bit. I know that sounds weird, but if we could take a closer look, so we're gonna I'll roll a nature check as well.
Khepri, please do not jerkify the bug.
I'm not gonna jerkify the bug, that was for chicken.
Although dried beetles are a delicacy.
I mean, they do use them for some foods that even we eat.
It's protein. Tariq like lifts his dagger up and is like, wanna look?
While they're talking about not jerkifying the bug, Mkfor has already taken his marbles and dipped it in the blood and is like licking the glowing blood off of his fingers.
That's disgusting.
Mkfor, you don't know what that's gonna do.
So you take 1 poison damage. I'm just kidding. Roll me a fortitude save. No, I'm just
How
kidding.
about a 22?
A 22 will be enough to allow Tariq to dip his staff into the glowing carapace of this bug. For the next hour, you will be able to emit bright light in a 10-foot aura, like the bugs, and dim light 10 feet after that.
So it'll automatically have it for me. You don't have to memorize it.
Let me double test. Ta-da! Look at you. Look at that glowing, pulsing light. You see that?
I do. I do see it.
Awesome.
My brother's a glow bug.
Oh god.
I guess you could say I'm Firefly.
Ah!
I was gonna say, I thought he looked pretty dazzling myself. I thought so.
He's just glowing.
I hate all of you.
All right.
What did you do to your skin? You're like glowing.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
So I think by now, Tanhi, Keryth, Habibi, all the people who were dazzled. Actually, not Habibi. Whoever was dazzled, you can like probably adjust to the dim darkness inside this tomb once again, and you still find yourselves in this maintenance tunnel. This tunnel that connects the burial chambers to whatever is ahead. What do you guys want to do?
I am gonna follow Habibi through the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah.
Was there still a way to go that way?
Khepri will come up that way too. Khepri's not choosing anymore because she got us into this mess.
Tariq is going to take the, he's going to go ahead and stick with being the last in, so he kind of like motions for Mkfor to follow, because he's going to kind of be like if anything else tries to come like down this tunnel, he wants to be the first one to kind of stop it.
All right. Well, on the other side of this tunnel, Habibi, now that you're on the inside of things, you can much more clearly see that this was probably another one of these secret doors, kind of just like hiding away this access tunnel, but from the other side. So you guys can now open it from this side much more easily and see the passage ahead. You see doors to the right, I guess in this case pointing to the east, and stairs descending further down to another set of double doors even further below. What would you like to do?
So we can go north or east.
I have a feeling that the east is gonna like connect to those doors that were to the north that we didn't go to.
Yeah, so let's
in that back.
Do we
So
want
yeah,
to
we can.
do that and then we can have that circuit completed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Go everywhere. Go everywhere.
All right.
Completionist.
Can I listen to the door and try to see if I hear anything on the other side?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception
Is the
check.
door
I will.
trapped?
Is the door trapped? You don't detect any traps, and Khepri, putting your ear against the door, you don't hear anything beyond either.
Yeah,
Is the door
also-
trapped? You hear,
Help
You feel something very sticky against your ear as you press your ear to it.
Well, I think Erin was making a reference to like a squeaky door, like
Yeah, like have you guys seen that commercial? Like it was. I'm aging myself here, but there used to be like a commercial. It was like paint me, paint
Yeah,
me.
I know
And it was like a
does.
painting commercial.
That does sound familiar, actually.
I think it was. I
God,
can't
no,
remember
you-
any paint brands off the top of my head, but it was a painting commercial.
Oh lordy. All right, 30 feet. Let's see here. Khepri, you do not detect any magic upon closer inspection of these doors.
Thank you.
Kick them down.
Do you want me to go in first?
Yeah. You've
Okay.
got the nice big axe. I'll trade you spaces.
Okay.
All right, opening the doors, you see a locked secret door that would lead beyond. Again, you seem to be on the back side of the secret door, as if this was meant to be opened, or sorry, meant to be secret from the other side. But on this side, this is the access tunnel, so you're fine. You can see the secret door. It's no problem. You have access beyond. However, it is jammed stuck and could require an athletics check to force open.
You got this,
I'm
Tanhi.
going to force it open.
Go, Tanhi!
Natural 20.
No, of course you did. Yeah, easily. You're just like, oh, I got this. And it just breaks it open.
Guys, why didn't we
wide
have
open.
these nice rolls during the actual combat?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Karen.
It's the stress, okay? Beetles are a lot like spiders.
Oh god.
They're creepy and crawly, okay?
Guys,
exactly.
we found something amazing.
Yeah, so Tanhi, you burst through this secret door and you reveal to yourself this grand, large octagonal room. Inside the center, there is a raised platform a few inches above the floor with a stone pillar at each of the four corners. A gold-trimmed sarcophagus sits in the center of this platform, flanked by two statues of humanoid beings with canine heads, each of which holds an ankh in one of the crossed arms. Stone double doors lead to the north and to the south, which for the first time is not the door you guys came through. Because normally at the very end of these descriptions is like, there's a door to the north, east, southwest. You guys came from the south, so why am I describing the door to the south? Well, this is kind of why sometimes you guys don't do that.
I guess Tanhi is going to step in just so other people can get in.
I have a serious
Be
question.
careful.
I have a serious answer.
Is the sarcophagus, does it have a mask?
Well, I mean, it's like an Egyptian sarcophagus. You know that the burial mask, if you're trying to metagame about the mummy's mask bit.
Aww. I was gonna, if you
the-
said yes,
all
I was gonna say,
sarcophagi-
it's the mummy's mask.
All
my gosh.
the mummies' masks, all the funerary masks, those are usually buried with the person inside the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus is just, it's like the casket, but it's like a decorative casket. But oh my god, this thing looks fancy. I mean, it is gilded galore.
Does Mkfor sense any traps around it?
Ooh, that is a good question. Let me roll your perception check. Thanks for reminding me. All right, you do seem to, like, you bring your lantern around and you're looking at these pillars and suddenly kind of like, have you ever played the Batman games?
No.
No.
Which ones?
Like Arkham Asylum,
Yes.
Arkham City, those
No.
games? Arkham Batman game? Never mind.
No.
There's detective mode, and when you do that, you can see like outlines of like electrical circuits sometimes.
Right.
You look through you bring the lantern up and it seems to highlight these four pillars as having some sort of electrical discharge charging up within it.
But does it indicate that like it is a trap that like I would trip if I got closer to the sarcophagus?
Upon closer inspection, there seems to be an invisible rune imprinted on each of the four pillars that seems to connect them together. So it would be trapped based on proximity, for example.
What would we need to do to disable the traps?
You could try to roll me a thievery check to scratch off the runes with your thieves' tools, or I don't think any of you guys have dispel magic. You don't have second level spells yet, so not
yet,
that option.
But Khepri's gonna walk over to this southwest pillar and she's gonna just say, you know what? I just want to give it a shot. Let me try to scratch the runes off.
I did the same for the northwest pillar.
All right, and what'd you get?
17 total.
Oh,
17 total.
I rolled blind by accident.
That's okay. What'd you get?
I don't know.
She did blind,
She rolled blind.
Oh, duh.
What did
Never
she
mind.
get?
I will tell you. She rolled a 17.
Okay. What did that do?
You guys try to take your thieves' tools and you try to scratch off the runes. You're like, come on, what? And you try to scratch, you know how you try to erase a whiteboard and there's a permanent marker there and you try to rub and it's not coming off.
Need rubbing
It's kind of like
alcohol.
where you're trying to scratch this thing and it's not coming off.
Here, Khepri, let me try.
All right, switch spots.
Okay.
So you're gonna borrow Khepri's thieves' tools?
Yes. Is that allowable?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, why not?
all right.
Because it's whatever.
Okay. So I rolled a 20 total.
Jesus. 17 again.
You rolled a what was that, Tariq?
20 total on the
A 20 total.
bottom one here.
And Tariq, you managed to disable the trap.
Oh.
You look at this invisible rune and you scratch it off, and somehow your action seems to have rubbed off the rune entirely. And simultaneously on all 4 of the pillars, you see all of the runes in tandem, just one after the other, boom, boom, boom. All of them disappear.
Tariq, how the heck did you do that?
As soon as that happens,
know.
Mkfor looks up and says, "Oh, we had to do it to 2 of them. It's all right, guys. I got it."
Oh lordy!
Tariq just kind of gives him a thumbs up.
It's like, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Good job. Like the little brother,
Yeah.
yep, disconnected gaming controller. You're like, you did it. You beat the level.
Disconnected gaming.
It's like
controller.
me playing with my nephews at Chuck E. Cheese. I was definitely not directing every single one of those games.
All right. As soon as that happens, though, Mkfor seems to have rushed up to the dais.
Oh no.
Tanhi's still on the stairs to the south, and just as soon as you get close to the sarcophagus, Mkfor, the thing seems to snap open and immediately lunge at you, immediately grappling you.
Oh crap!
What, the sarcophagus?
It is a mimic,
It
and we're
wasn't
going
the
to
door!
roll initiative.
Did I not
Dang
notice
it.
that was a trap?
It's not a trap, it's a
No,
monster.
it's not a trap. It's
not
a
a-
creature.
It's a mimic.
Fucker.
It wasn't the
sarcophagus.
door
You wanna
we
roll
had
right
to
now
be
for
wary
initiative?
of. It was the sarcophagus the whole time.
We were all so excited
Dang
too.
it, what is up with my initiative rolls today? Jeez.
I did better this time.
Oh, you guys didn't heal from the last fight, did you?
I'll be
No.
fine.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
This will be fine. All right. Well, the encounter is beginning, and up first is the false
Oh
sarcophagus.
gosh.
All right. It is going to target the one creature most interested in opening it up, and it is going to slam down with its lid strike. It's going to try and just, dazzle you first. And I rolled a total of a 23.
That hit.
That hits. All right, not a critical hit.
Not a
We're going to roll some damage. It is going to be 11 bludgeoning damage. How you doing?
That's half my damage.
Oh.
I'll be.
It is going to use its final action to swallow whole. Swallow whole has
my
to target
gosh.
a creature grabbed, such as Mkfor, and then it is going to immediately bring you inside of it. You are now trapped within the sarcophagus, and you're going to immediately take some more bludgeoning damage. You're going to take...
Get a save for that. It just automatically happens.
Swallow whole is an action that monsters can do.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's brutal. Remind me after this to tell you what that trap was for too. This room is a party wiper. It is brutal, and
Dang
it's
it.
designed to be that way. I mean, think about it. If you're building your tomb, your place where you want to keep away from tomb robbers, this room is supposed to be the false burial chamber, where the grave robbers come in, ooh, look at the gold, and then they all die. This is designed to be the kill room for that very reason. We have that in real ancient Egyptian history. It's really cool. The amount of history they put into this tomb is glorious, and I love it. You're not gonna love this though, Nick. You're gonna take 15 bludgeoning
Holy
damage.
crap!
I am down.
All right. Things are going to get very serious very quickly for Mkfor. You are grabbed, slowed 1, which means you only have 2 actions. Not going to matter now that you're unconscious. And you have to be able to break free
Oh my
by
gosh.
doing 15 piercing or slashing damage in one shot to be able to break free of this thing. Or just, normally escape, so like athletics or acrobatics. It's very hard to get out of mimics and stuff.
Oh.
Alternatively, your allies can just kill the thing.
I was saying,
Okay.
I can't do anything right now, so
Like I said, these things are vicious. They are brutal. And they have been known to kill PCs.
So here's the thing, guys. We just watched Mkfor get swallowed, and I don't think he was looking too good. So I think we all need to figure out how to kill this thing.
Well, Keryth, it is your turn.
Okay. Since I have reach, I can hit it from here, right? Because I'm just like on an upper level.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm gonna actually first action. We are gonna do overdrive with this.
Yes, now is probably a good time to do that.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so let me roll my crafting check. No.
What'd you roll?
Got a 6 on the die for a 14, which is a
Man.
failure. So nothing happens, but there's
Our
nothing.
This
are
is not the
terrible
session for
today.
bad luck, people.
This is not the session for us to have these crappy rolls, guys.
I could
Oh,
try to
no.
get though, because it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try it a second time. So here's the second crafting check. Oh my god! That was a 4 for a 12,
Okay,
which is
you're killing me.
also
You're
a
killing me
fail.
here.
So I'm just gonna give up on that for now, and I'm just gonna try and hit it. So I'll try again next round.
Jeez. That's all 3 of your actions? Oh no, you're stabbing it.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
You're killing me.
She's trying to stab it.
Actually,
That
she's
was
killing
a-
Mkfor, technically.
11 on the die for an 18, which according to Foundry is a miss.
An 18 is indeed a miss. That is big rough, buddy. All right. We are going to move on to Habibi. Habibi, you do not see Mkfor anymore. It is now swallowed within this sarcophagus. You look over at Keryth, he's not looking hot. You look down at yourself, you're not looking, well, I mean, you're not looking well.
Tariq's looking hot.
The sarcophagus is, it hasn't been touched. No thanks to
Hey!
Keryth, sorry.
I already used my
Okay.
hero point earlier, okay?
Oh no.
So, am I able to heal him, even if I can't see him? Because it says, like, it's a range of 30 feet. It doesn't say I have to see the creature.
One more time? Wait, no, it says target is one creature, so you have to be able to target the creature.
Oh.
He is now, he's not a target right now. You don't see him. Object permanence is not a thing
Dang
in this
it.
game.
Okay.
Spells don't recognize subject permanence.
Yeah, the spell has to be able to reach him, and right now it's inside the sarcophagus. There's, like I said, this is a very, very brutal, dangerous situation.
I am going to cast Forced Mercy on it.
Ooh. Okay. Oh shit, how does non-lethal damage stack with dying conditions?
I don't know. That's your job.
Well, pending a will save, if I just succeed and critically succeeded, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, I succeeded, not critically succeeded, I rolled a 23, so I have to deal, I get a -2 or penalty to all non-lethal attacks, and they deal non-lethal damage for 1 round. Alright, we can live with that. You have 1 action remaining.
I'm going to move here behind Khepri and below
Behind everyone.
Tariq.
Just behind everyone. Alright. Tanhi, it is your turn.
Should you still be clumsy?
She's always clumsy because she's a giant instinct.
Oh.
I'm gonna rage.
It's the time to do that.
I'm gonna rage. And then I'm gonna step forward, and as I'm stepping forward, I'm bringing my axe over my head, and I am coming down with the axe. And what is that?
You tell me, what is that?
Oh, it's a 19 on the die for a 27.
Oh my god, a 27 is going to hit. Oh man, if that was a critical hit. There's fun stuff that happens on a critical hit, but roll that damage.
15 points of damage.
15 is going to take a serious chunk of this. You see like bits of golden flakes fly off in the distance. Khepri, it is your turn.
All right, Khepri is looking at this and she's like, I don't really have much to, hit it with, so she needs to do a perception.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to find weaknesses.
Why don't you roll me a knowledge check? I will take Arcana or Crafting.
Yeah, doesn't matter. I don't have great for either, so we're going to do Arcana.
All right, give me that Arcana check. Wow, you rolled well enough to understand. This thing gives the illusion that it is a mimic. However, You'll notice earlier I said first action it attacks, third action it swallows. I skipped the middle step of grabbing on purpose to trick you guys into thinking it was a mimic. It is a construct, not a mimic. But it resembles a mimic very closely. It doesn't have the stickiness, and it doesn't have normally mimics don't have swallow whole. This thing though, for all you can tell, is constructed. It is some sort of machine, or like it's a construct in general.
Okay.
They have hardness, so they take some damage resistance, and they have all those abilities I described. But here's the interesting bit that I'm going to give you. It has construct armor. If you hit it with a critical hit or bring it below half hit points, its hardness, its construct armor breaks, and its AC goes down by 5.
Damn!
Nice.
And, a lot of enemies have that, please?
It's really cool though, right? But no, constructs are tough things until you bring them down to half hit points. It's a matter of getting them into flanking positions, grappling them, tripping them. If you can't, well, this thing can't be tripped, but you can like just try to critically hit them as much as possible. If you can crit them and break their armor, the fight becomes basically trivial.
All right, well, guys, this isn't actually a mimic. Mkfor didn't stick. So I think this is man-made. If that's the case, it might be machinery. So, unsurprisingly, I am going to try Electric Arc to see if I can short it, maybe?
Smart.
Right, try an Electric Arc. All right, well, unsurprisingly, Reflex is one of its worst saves.
Yes.
However, I rolled pretty decently.
Dang it.
I got a 22.
Asshole.
All right, 5 points of electricity
Stop rolling minimum
damage.
on your electric
I
arc,
know!
damn
Why
it!
do I keep rolling 5?
This is like the third time in a row, even between last week, too.
I think every time I've rolled a 5.
All right, you're going to try to zap it, but it takes no damage because of its construct armor. Tariq, it is your turn.
Go
Tariq
Tariq.
sees his sister do this electric arc, saying it's a construct, so he's like, you know what? That sounds like it might be a good plan. So he's going to run up towards this construct, and he's going to cast Shocking Grasp and do a spell strike.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Here we
so
go.
Using an
cast
actual spell strike.
There we go. This is
There's
this better be beefy. Don't miss.
Tariq, you got this.
No pressure.
We're all holding our breath.
Does anyone want to donate a point? That was
Yes.
a 3 on the
Here
die.
Oh, no. I used mine.
Dang it. Does anyone have any hero
I mean,
points?
I had 3 fails and no one offered, so...
Yeah, but this is a powerful spell.
That's fair,
Implying
that's
that Keryth doesn't have powerful attacks. Oh shit.
But
I
before
have
I'd already
my
spent my
extra
hero,
point that I can donate.
Okay, all right. Let's try this again then. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Habibi, Alyssa, the MVP, donating. a hero
Okay.
point.
Okay. Come on, you got this. All right, that much better. Thank you. It's a 24 to hit.
All right, a 24 is going to hit.
Oh, yes. All right. So I'm going to roll the damage for my staff, and then I'm also going to roll the damage for the Shocking Grasp, if I can find it on this thing again.
Oh, Shocking Grasp is a classic for Magi. It's 2d12 damage. It stacks. It gets so strong so quickly. How much damage do you do?
So he does a total of 15 damage. That was a little underwhelming, but
okay,
still better than nothing.
15 is 15. This thing is chipping away, and you can see cracks in its armor.
Yeah!
It's almost at halfway.
Okay.
Already?
Mkfor, it doesn't have that much hit points. It relies heavily on that construct armor. All right, Mkfor, you are dying 1. roll me a DC 11 recovery check.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this. I don't think I want to roll it.
Roll it.
17, baby.
A 17 stabilizes you. For now. You are now wounded 1. And it is going to be the sarcophagus's turn.
Oh no.
This sarcophagus is now going to go. A swallowed creature, however, automatically takes bludgeoning damage at the beginning of each of its rounds. So as soon as Mkfor stabilizes, he immediately goes back down to dying.
Motherfucker.
But because you're wounded 1, you are now dying 2.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. The scorpion's all over again.
I know!
It's going to take its first action, and it's going to look towards Tariq, and it's going to smack you in the face with a lid.
Sorry.
I know, it's a very silly attack.
It's just going to smack you. It's
We're very serious for a second.
Smack you in the face.
You're going to take 27 to hit.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
After you're done laughing,
20
let me know if it hits.
27 does hit, but it does not crit.
That's the
Your
important
face
part.
and in my face because I got hit.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're still getting hit 15 points of bludgeoning
Holy
damage.
my god!
Jeez.
It's then going to turn towards Tanhi, and it's going to smack her in the face with a lid.
I'm down to like half hit points now.
Oh god.
You're under half,
20
dear.
to hit Tanhi.
That does hit.
Alright, you're going to take some 13 points of bludgeoning damage with its final action. You know what? We're going to hit Tanhi again for attack number 2. Or attack number 3. And I rolled a 5 total! So that's going to miss. Fantastic. Keryth, it is your turn.
Okay, I have a question.
I have an answer.
From either where I currently am or here, wherever, if I would use explode, since Mkfor is still inside this thing, would he also be damaged, or would it only be for the enemy?
Well, since he's inside the construct armor, he's going to be protected by it. I don't know about safely protected.
But he wouldn't take damage from it, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I am going to step here, so that way I don't hit Ramses or Tariq or anybody.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my final 2 actions to do explode.
Question. What is the element of your explode?
Cold.
It has a weakness to
Yes!
Go, Keryth!
And it's a reflex
Keryth.
save.
Go, Keryth.
So
Alright, reflex saves, not its hot point. We're gonna roll. I rolled a 16 total.
that is a fail. So it is going to take full damage.
Oh
And
boy.
that is a total of 7 points of cold.
Minus another bit because of its weakness, and suddenly just see the construct armor shatter and break. Its AC plummets.
Yeah. So that's all of my actions, but I gotta do my unstable check, so let me do that really fast. And I got exactly a success with a 17.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, it's coming up now. Habibi, it is your turn.
Okay.
You're welcome.
It's hard to tell who needs healing the most. I mean, I know it's Mkfor, but I can't get to him.
Come on in. The water's fine. It's great.
So,
Well, remember what Khepri said. This thing is a construct. It is not actually alive.
Oh, that means your mercy thing. Can you manipulate it?
well, no, my mercy thing ends.
No, what I mean is like she can use a 3-action heal spell to heal everything,
okay. Oh.
and not the sarcophagus because she's fine.
I have a
I did
question
not
since you
think of
mentioned
that.
that. Would a construct be immune to a mental effect?
Oh fuck, you're right. It is. It's too
Shoot,
late.
I'm sorry. Okay. Woo.
No. You're fine. I just noticed. Oh shit, you're right.
I
It
was
does
like,
have the mindless
I was
trait.
just like thinking about that. I was like, would a machine show mercy?
Yeah. That's why I was like,
No,
wait.
no,
I mean,
it's
it seemed
fine.
kind of weird to begin with because you had mentioned already it was a construct, but I was like,
I didn't think about that. That's my mistake, guys. You know what? Hand off the chess piece, though. Habibi, it is your turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and do that 3-action heal spell.
All right. So roll that heal, and everyone, unfortunately, except for Mkfor, is going to get some healing here. God, my heart is thumping. Are you guys also nervous?
Yes,
Yes.
incredibly.
This is so stressful. How much healing is that, Alyssa?
I rolled 10 for my 1d10.
Jeez.
So I am back at full.
That is juicy healing. All right. It is now Tanhi. It is your turn. This thing, you just see its armor construct breaks open. What do you got for me?
Okay, so I'm gonna hit it 3 times. First one critically misses. I ain't gonna even tell you. Second one critically misses.
Oh no!
The third one is
Don't tell me.
it's a natural 20.
Oh,
Damn it.
wait.
I swear to God, if one of your first 2 was a natural 1.
Yes, they
You
were
still
both
get-
natural ones.
God dang. Are you serious? What is going on? All right. So you critically hit this thing. Roll your damage.
42.
42 points of damage?
Damn.
Even with its
Jeez.
hardness and resistance, this thing is completely destroyed.
Good job.
And you see it just kind of shatter into pieces and splinters. Mkfor rolls out, still dying, and it is now Khepri's turn.
Well, the nice thing about Khepri is she used her heal spell. Okay.
Did you say that's a good thing? What are you
No,
talking
I was
about?
gonna say she has heal, and then I opened it and said,
Oh.
"Oh, I used it."
Oh, you used it during the scorpion fight
Yeah, we
last time
haven't
you were
rested yet. It's
unconscious.
been a busy day.
I know.
It has
we
been a
need
very
to
busy
rest.
day.
We probably, and I only have heal animal. Oh crap! What do I do? Or treat wounds.
Treat wounds takes 10 minutes. You can stabilize though. You can administer first aid. It's 2 actions.
Okay.
And you have to roll me a medicine check.
All right, let me roll a medicine check then. I'm gonna try to stabilize. I rolled a nat 20
There
for a
you
28.
go. And so Mkfor, so close to death again, stabilizes. He's alive, and we'll see you guys next week.
Oh, that was intense. Oh my gosh. Hi, Mkfor. I hope you're feeling okay now.
I'm good. I'm good.
I think, we need to take a break.
Hey guys, that sarcophagus isn't real. Don't mess with it.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, or Instagram. Feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.